it's your girl Jai'Len Josey, and you're listening to Echo the Podcast.
I am so excited to chat with you. I know you just came from rehearsal. Is it Was it for anything fun? Anything you can tease?
I have a recorded performance happening tomorrow, so yeah, I mean it's nothing. It's just a couple songs that I've already performed, and actually it's two new songs. So I'll be performing
Ooh,
my single "New Girl," and then be performing a newer song that will be on my album later on in the year.
so exciting. And I gotta be 100% honest, this song already, it's on track to be in my Spotify Wrapped, and we're only in June.
Thank
So
you. That
it
makes
is
me happy.
so
Thank you.
good. Of course, of course. So, what inspired New Girl?
Well, I guess what inspired New Girl was just the thought that I feel like I might be a little intimidating, but I'm just a really like I just have a I'm a teddy bear with a sweetheart, and I feel like sometimes that can get misconstrued because I think outside my defense mechanism is to make sure that my face is like no emotion on it, but on the inside I'm sweet. So I wrote New Girl for like, don't be it is okay to be shy, but like don't miss out on your opportunity to come up and like shoot your shot at me type stuff. So that's how New Girl was created.
Love it. I love it. And this is kind of a new sound for you. What made you want to experiment with this new kind of pop side of music?
Well, I have a lot of songs that genre bend. And I think I've been always wanting to explore this pocket. I always resonate with Whitney's "I Want to Dance with Somebody." Like it's upbeat, like it's still like
I like, yeah,
singing, like like full on giving your 100% while also letting people dance. And I think this pocket is just a part of me where I really just want to feel as free as I felt writing it. And it is a part of my therapy. Like these new songs are a part of my therapy. So like literally like the first 5 songs in this new album is dance songs. Like I feel like we deserve to dance right now in this crazy climate. And I think that, the only way to go about it is if we're up. And that doesn't mean that I have to diminish my vocal ability. I can let people dance while also singing my face off and just put this little thing together. And crazily, I guess it's under the genre pop. But it's like I would hope that it's more like R&B pop than just straight pop, at least for right now.
definitely. And I love it, definitely makes you dance. And there's this like magnetic kind of synth that it opens with and kind of carries through the whole song. Where did that come from? Did you work with a producer on that? Like where I love it. It's such a unique sound.
So I have been experimenting with a lot of synths, and I was in my bedroom coming up with like this sound, and I mixed it in with a sound that I got on Splice, which is why you hear the dissonance in it. And it's like it was like a nice rub. And so that's all I had in the beginning. Like I only had that. I did my vocals, I wrote the lyrics, but that I only had that one little loop that I had. And then I ended up I was like, well, I need somebody to help me with this. So I ended up um, hitting up a producer by the name of Madness and another producer by the name of Hero, the producer, and they helped me like put that southern twang back into it. Originally, before we had to take the sample out, we had a 3/8 Mafia sample in there. 6/8 Mafia, my bad. Am I saying it right? It's one of the
One of
mafias.
them.
We had a sample in there before we had to take it out, and uh, and I wanted it to be in there so like you can feel the southernness that clashes against like the UK garage or the ghetto tech. My mom's from Detroit, and a lot of the sounds that are like from up north from like back in the day resonate with like house, trance, ghetto tech, different just different genres like subgenres. That you may find, underground. So I really wanted to mix that in that way. So like, yeah, the production started with me in a loop, and then it got fleshed out with the help of some friends.
Awesome. And it's cool to know that, like, how it started and it's evolved into this.
Right, right. Thank you.
And you also, yeah, of course. And people are loving it along with me. And I know that Dochi kind of gave her some love to it. What was it like to have her recognize you and recognize this song?
Literally standing in my tracks in the middle of the sidewalk, walking to my friend's house, and my phone dropped. I was like, you know what? I need to turn off my phone after this. I need to go lay down somewhere because it really felt like things are, accumulating for me, and like it was a really nice moment. It was a affirming moment.
I can only imagine. And I know that you posted too about just within 24 hours of its release, it got so much love from
Yes.
fans and Dochi and everybody. And you kind of talked about how it kind of it was life changing, changing the trajectory of things. How has that continued on for you now, a month or so later?
Well, I really do believe that it's given me a little bit more leverage when it comes to having conversations with my label. Um, I think stuff is not necessarily, well, it's hard looking at it from the inside out because for me it's like I still have some mountains to climb. I still have some rocks to turn over, but um I think it is a blessing that it happened. I think um I feel like I'm able to really be like, no, I feel like I'm able to really um double down on my ideas and not have anybody second guess me anymore. Like, yes, I'm still growing. Yes, I still need to put some numbers on the board, but I think I have a couple more people in my corner to champion for me, and so I'm not just fighting on my own.
That must feel really good.
Yeah, it's helping me out. It's allowing me to see that the possibilities are endless, and that if I just keep going and I just keep, put my talent out there, my, just the ideas that I truly love, the music that I love, like I can't conform. So if I just keep going at it, then, the doors are bound to open.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is your first release in like 5 years or so.
Hmm.
What made you feel ready to jump back into things, and why did this song why was it important to come back with this song and this track?
You gotta come back beating people over the head. Like you gotta make sure that people know who you are. Like if it is really 5 years, that's crazy. If it is really 5 years, then like I had to make sure that people remembered exactly why they liked listening to my music in the first place.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's been 5 years. I think the last one was 2020. I was looking if it's
Oh no
been
no.
sooner.
Uh,
But
Illustrations was 2020. Illustrations was 2020. I put out a small
ah,
EP in between. I put out an EP right
oh,
after
okay.
I got off of a tour with Ari Lennox. It's entitled Southern Delicacy. I was like, dang, I ain't put out no music in 5 years. No, but
No,
maybe like
you're right. I'm
three
like,
years.
what?
3 years, probably. 3 years I haven't put out any music. So that's still a long time.
I saw a lot of people in the comments talking about Southern Delicacy and talking about how this feels like the it makes sense. The evolution into this song kind of
Mhm.
feels like a sister to Southern Delicacy. Is
Right,
that how you
right.
kind of feel about it as well?
I do. So I can disclose what this album is going to be called, this next album. So the one before, the EP was entitled Southern Delicacy, and this new album is going to be entitled Serial Romantic. And I play Sims, so there's like these aspirations for your Sims that you can give them like lifelong goals, and there's like hopeless romantic, like different things like that, or kleptomaniac. And the one that I never really was able to play was serial romantic. And I was like, well, I might as well just, pay homage to it. I wrote a song about it at first before anything. And then I'm so sorry if you hear my dog. Can you hear my dog?
No worries.
Okay, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
that's okay. I have a dog too, so.
Oh, whew, okay. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I ended up um using the name serial romantic from Sims, and I started realizing, like, I kind of was going through that my own self, like just being a serial romantic in the way of giving my heart in so many ways to people in hopes for them to be genuine and give their heart back, but end up realizing that I need to just like complete the cycle by giving all that love back to myself. So I think it is a sister to Southern
Mm.
Delicacy in the way where Southern Delicacy was me at a younger age. And now that I'm 26, I feel like serial romantic shows the sides that, that happens when I feel like your frontal lobe connects one more time. Like I feel like you
Yeah.
feel it where it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, like I am actually a grown adult. I have things to do. I have bills to pay. So
Yeah.
that's why I think they are sisters in a way.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And I love the connection to Sims too. I love Sims as
I
well,
love
so
Sims. Do you play?
I do. I haven't played in a bit, but yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Whenever I see, I don't know if it works the same for you, but I'll be like walking around neighborhoods. I have a house near my neighborhood that I'm like, that was built on Sims because
Right.
just the way that it's structured, I'm like, somebody built that on Sims.
Somebody built that on Sims first and then decided to bring it to life. That's exactly how I feel. Or like when I see things
Yeah.
in person, like in real life, where I'm like, I think I think somebody like made that in Sims as a mod, and I have that in my game. Like I see certain things where I'm like, I have that in my game.
Yeah. And also it kind of leans into you had a few like diary entry type videos leading up to the release of this song and kind of talking about like your alter ego type thing,
Yeah.
kind of like your sim, I guess.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that story that you're telling with this song and this album and how that kind of ties in?
I'm so sorry. I'm so
That's
so
okay. Dog has a lot to say.
Grandma, can you get Theo? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I'm so
I
sorry.
also love that your dog is named Theo.
Yeah, his name is Theodore Teddy Davis.
I love it. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Okay. So in the beginning of the year, I was like telling myself that I needed to do something within transformation, and I'm really into astrology. And so, not thinking about it, I ended up just saying like I'm gonna dye my hair red. And I told everybody, I was like, prepare the troops. I'm going to dye my hair red. Tell everybody, tell the people that need to be told. But I ended up I really didn't dye it until like maybe like weeks later. But I had to work up the courage first. But the alter ego, her name is Scorpio Jones, and because I'm a Scorpio, I there's an app that I used to write books on when I was like a child. It's called Wattpad, and I used to write fan fictions, and my anonymous username was Scorpio Jones. And I'm like, you know what? That is who I am at my core. Um, I've been growing this girl since I was a child, and going back to the astrology thing, like the for Scorpios, apparently we transform all the time. There's supposed to be like four stages of transformation for Scorpios, apparently. I don't know. And I resonate with that in the way of, as a woman, I feel like I need to constantly be transforming myself for myself. Um, I need to constantly be able to look at a different version of who I was from once before. And I can go back in my own life and be like, this is not the same girl that I was back then. And, her actions and her heart and her emotions are totally different from this version of Jai'Len. And I think that is where my alter ego comes in, where it's like, this is who I am right now. This is who I am at 26. I diving so deep into like spirituality, diving really deep into just um, speaking to myself, my consciousness, knowing that that's who I need to be talking to, my conscience, my bad, and that is who my alter ego encompasses. It's literally just this stage of transformation. And but the name, reigns through it all, which is Scorpio Jones. I needed to put down who it was at first. Like she didn't have a name at first, but besides Jai'Len, but now it's Scorpio Jones.
Ooh, now people are going to try to use like the Wayback Machine and try to find your fan fiction on Wattpad or something.
Yo, it's it's I don't know if it's still up there. I mean, I didn't delete it, so it's probably out there. It's probably still out there if you type in Scorpio Jones.
We'll have to take a peek. So, you talked a little bit about kind of your roots, just briefly touched on that. I'd love to go back to kind of look at your influences. I know you grew up in the Atlanta music scene, you grew up
Yeah.
in the church with gospel music. How has that, your background in music, influenced the music you're creating today?
My background in music. So my mother used to work at So Def Recordings way back when. She also worked at LaFace Records. And I would remember her telling me that, when she would go to like album listening parties, she would stand by the speaker and she would be pregnant and she would feel you know, the frequency through her belly. And I always think that even though I don't remember that, I feel like that is the first time that I was introduced to music. And I feel like my surroundings have a big impact on me and my love for music. Just being in Atlanta, regardless, I feel like the ambiance just everywhere, like crazy sounds, like driving past somebody and somebody's playing like Gucci Mane at like 100 volume, you know what I mean, like or just the conversations that you hear on the street, conversations with your family, like having um conversations with your grandparents and like your mom and this that, and the third. Just that southern hospitality has always had an impact on me musically. And it's crazy, my mom moved down to Atlanta. I mean, my whole family is from Georgia, but my mom was born in Detroit because my grandmother lived in Detroit for a nice hot minute of her life. But they didn't have segregated radios in Detroit, so they were listening to an accumulation of things. Like they were listening to a plethora of genres, and I will remember hearing my mom clean the house to like Elton John, Luther Vandross, Aretha, Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. I would hear her cleaning the house to like Donny Hathaway to like anybody that you would think of. Like it would go from jazz to rock, from rock to like funk, 70s. Like she was big on like the Gap Band or just anything that you can think of. My mom was cleaning the house to it. And so it wasn't just one genre of music that I was listening to or that I was, growing up on, but everything that I did hear, it mixed in with just me being Southern at the end of the day. And I think that's just a beautiful thing from my life, where it's like I can resonate with all these genres and still be 100% Southern to the core at the end of it. And I think it comes out in my music. I think especially the music that is to come, I think it comes out in it it's blatant. It's like it's like, oh yeah, well she's dibbling and dabbling in R&B pop or soul pop or this that and the third, but I can still hear that she's from Atlanta. Like it, I feel good about that. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and you actually got a great shout out in your local Atlanta paper. What was it like to be recognized? I mean, it's great to be recognized by artists like Doji and stuff, but to be recognized by Home, I
Yeah.
feel like must have been amazing.
Yeah. Home is different. It's like getting um it's like hearing that your mother or your father is proud of you. It feels like that. And um I think that having uh having the South basically say that they're proud of me in a way feels great. they haven't verbally put it down in letters like I'm proud of you, Jalen. No, but them shouting me out and giving me a page in the newspaper feels feels so good, and it gives me the courage to continue. Because I don't think Atlanta really has that person where they're like, she's from Atlanta yet, at least. I don't know. Maybe like on the rap scene and from like maybe back in the day, but I don't think we do right now. So I
You're
am,
gonna be it.
hey, let's claim it. Let's claim it, right?
Exactly, exactly. And there was also so much excitement when the song came out on TikTok, and you had the open verse challenge, and so many fans jumped on that. What made you want to do the challenge, and what was it like to see people just be so creative?
People sitting up there saying that the song need to be longer. Like, I wanted the song to be longer. I mean, the song was longer in the original version, but
Oh,
stuff
interesting.
happens. But it's just like, I I was like, well, if y'all want the song to be longer, let's do an open verse challenge right here, right now. There's so many strings to pull to go back into the studio and redo something, and I for one wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to extend the song, but I just wasn't able to do it at that moment. So I was like, well, we might as well just let these people who are saying that they want it longer, show what they got. So, and they did. It was crazy. It was like I was getting mentioned from people that I hadn't even seen before. It's just like hearing their talents and seeing how they would ride the beat, and it's crazy. I was like, y'all are eating me up, and I am I'm speechless. You guys, everybody literally did their tens. They did everything that they were supposed to do.
And now that the song is getting some traction, do you have any plans to hop back in the studio and do an extended cut? Maybe get somebody on it?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I want to. I will never say never. So yes,
I love it. I'm hoping for that.
me too.
So
I'm
good.
hoping for it too.
And just as a little fun question, is there a song that it could be a current song, one from back in the day, that you would love to hop on a verse on that
Oh,
song?
oh my. Do you listen to Stevie Wonder?
Oh, of course, yeah.
He has a deep cut. He has a really deep cut. And it's almost like he's like, where's my phone? He has a deep cut. I think I would hop on "Ain't Gonna Stand for It." Is that what it's called? Ain't gonna stand for it. Yes, ain't gonna stand for it. I will hop on that Stevie Wonder song. You gotta listen to it. It's really good.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that one. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely. And I also was wondering, so your roots also are kind of in Broadway,
Yeah.
and you were the Pearl Crabs in SpongeBob the Musical. Love it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Do you find that Broadway background is kind of helping you create the stories for this album and kind of figuring out how to tell the story both through lyrics and visually?
Yeah, I think that Broadway is giving me the opportunity to know that storytelling is more than the song in itself. It's the performance. It's how you it's how you connect with someone who comes to your shows. It's it's how you regurgitate the lyrics back at somebody who's been listening to it from another angle. It's like it's it's showing another perspective, and I think Broadway helped me big time because I love putting on a show. I love giving people what they paid their money for, and I think Broadway showed me that that's exactly what you're supposed to do fresh out the gate. These people come to see you perform. You have to put on a show.
And if you could set fans up in the perfect environment to listen to this song or to the album as a whole, what do you imagine it looking like?
Set people up like
It, yeah, like just. like in a room, no budget, or it could be in like a field, no budget, no, like it could also be like a made up space. You could build a Sims house if you want to. Whatever,
Oh,
wildest dreams.
a warehouse with a warehouse that's and everybody paid for their tickets, right? They said that
Oh yeah.
these
Yeah.
are guaranteed people in the seats, right?
Yes,
Okay.
guaranteed people in the seats.
We are in we are just outside of Atlanta, kind of in like a forest area, an old abandoned warehouse, but of course they use it as a pier space or something like that, so it's functional.
Yeah.
And um and it's not cold. Like people can bring their blankets if they want. Like there's a stage. The stage is like on the back of the wall, and it's like a circle. Kind of still looks like it's a part of the building, stone or whatever. And I have a full band. I have all singers, a plethora of costume changes, lights, just like a experience, kind of like the menu, but people don't die after that.
Yeah,
But
hopefully not.
they won't pass away. But yeah, so just like an abandoned building so that they can hear my voice resonate off of the walls. Um yeah, I really yeah, and then like four-course meals, like everybody gets fed during intermission, they get drinks, stuff like that.
What do you think would be on the menu?
Mm. I'm not good at cooking,
Me either,
but
so I'm just.
hey, hey, not good at cooking. But I my mom makes really good zucchini noodles. Like we've been on like a health tip since like
Ooh.
2020, like so we've been doing keto. And so I would like serve people zucchini noodles if they wanted to do like a more healthier version of pasta because pasta gets people, set. So by the time they've eaten, they're ready for the next thing, get some drinks in them. Nobody nobody wants to get up and move around at that point. So yeah, maybe zucchini pasta and some chicken
Ooh.
and some alcohol.
Okay, I'm buying a ticket.
Thank you so much. You'll have front row seats.
Awesome. Awesome. So, we know we have the album coming up. What can we expect next in between?
In between, you can expect performances. I'll be out in LA performing. I'll be doing a lot of intimate performances. Um, just get my feet wet again back on the stage.
I love
And
it.
of course, me promoting the album, music, TikTok, stuff like that, that I already have set in place. So, aside from, content creation and promotion, I'll be actually promoting live. So, I'll be performing.
Awesome. And where can people follow along and keep up to date with everything that you're up to?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to support their local friend, my name is Jai'Len Josey. That's JAILEN JOSEY, and they can follow me on any social media platform, and they can listen to any all of the music on any music platform if they just type in my name.
And to wrap things up, we love to ask people if you have a piece of advice or a mantra that you want to echo out to our listeners and to your fans.
I usually have this one quote that my mom gave me where it's like, your plan B should make sure that your plan A works, but I think today I want to implore people to listen to that little tiny voice that tells them what's right and what's wrong. That feeling that we get when we are unsure, but something is sure in us, that little small voice. I would just implore people to use that as the better judgment. If they don't have anybody to go to, if they don't know which way to go, I would just implore them to listen to that weird gut feeling because and some for me at least that's my connection with God. Like regardless of me being in a church house or me being anywhere, like my spirituality, like the energy around me is that consciousness that I know. So I would just implore people to start talking to themselves, start looking crazy, basically.
Love it. Love it. Well, thank you so much, Jai'Len. I had so much fun chatting with you, and everybody needs to go stream New Girl and get ready for what's to come.